What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Poppy JT, and I'm with NMD Sports TV. We're going to be recapping the Miami Hurricanes recruiting class from 2019, the National Signing Day. Going to be breaking down, talking about a couple of the recruits, and overall grading how Manny Diaz fared in his first recruiting job as head coach of the Miami Hurricanes. So I'm gonna give it to my guy right here. Well, how do you feel about the recruiting class? It's come to an end. What would you grade it out of one through 10?
Okay, so if we're just looking at the recruiting class, just looking at it and what we're used to, just the recruiting class, I would rate it a 5 or 6. The reason being is because we don't have any 5 stars. I think we do have a couple big time players, but we missed out on Jared Boykin. We missed out on Bogle when we could have had Jared Boykin, so we ended up on missing out on both of them. So if we're just talking recruiting, and by that I mean not talking about transfers, I would just rate it a 5 out of 10 if that's the greatest skill we're going out of.
I think I would give it worse than that. I would give it a 2 out of 10. I mean, how many offensive linemen do we have? That was one of our biggest issues. People talk about the quarterback position, but the offensive line position desperately needs some improvement. And I don't even think we had even last year. I don't even think we had that many offensive linemen. So it's just the lack of depth that we have at the offensive line position is what worries me. I think we only have one guy as of right now. We have a bunch of skill position, but our problem isn't really at skill position. It's about on the offensive line, and that's my biggest concern. And I don't think enough people have been saying that. And a few days ago on one of your live streams, I said that I don't see this team winning 10 games. I see us winning 8 or 9 and getting to the ACC championship. And I think ACC championship, I'd rather make it to the ACC championship than care about winning 10 games. And a huge reason why I don't think at this time right now post spring practice or pre spring practice is because I don't know how improved our offensive line is because really I haven't seen us get any notable guys in recruiting on the offensive line. I saw us get a good punter. I think we got a corner that we flipped from Alabama earlier today. He's a 4 star. He's from Alabama, from that area. We flipped him, but I still don't really see no improvement on the offensive line. And I know people are talking about new coaching staff, new this, new that. But the truth is, our offensive line is still the same. And our offensive line is going to have to make major, major strides because basically at this point, we're going to be rolling with the same guys that we had last season.
I don't think it's but I think we do got 2 prospects in this class. We got Clark, who was a 3 star, and we also got Adam Eli Gamley. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. If I didn't, I apologize. But he's our offensive tackle. 6'5", 275 pounds, and he's also a 3 star. So we got those 2 guys. We also got the kid from Butler, Kennedy, and then we're looking at bringing in the ACC lineman from Georgia Tech. So I don't think we're ignoring it. I think we addressed it. Do I think we're going to have the best, most powerful offensive line in the ACC or the NCAA? No. But I think with our skill position, if the offense is built like it's supposed to with the new coaching staff, I think we're definitely going to win more than 8 games. I think you've been drinking, Big Papa JT, and we're going to win more than 8 games. I see your concern with our offensive line, but don't think about those couple prospects that we got with the early recruiting class, and then we got to look at the transfers coming in as well.
A guy who I feel is probably the best player in this recruitment class, in my opinion, is Jeremiah Payton. I might be a homer a little bit because he comes from the area that I live in right now, but I think he's probably the best recruit, the best overall recruit that we have gotten this year in recruiting. He's also the highest overall at the time. Right now he's like 63rd. He was a Under Armour All American. He's a big physical guy, very fast. He's like 6'3", 6'2". at this time before he enrolled, he was 175 pounds. I think he looked a little bit bigger when I last checked up on him. He was like 185, but I expect him to have a Ahmad Richards like impact. Ahmad Richards freshman year like impact because Ahmad Richards had a very, very great freshman year, his true freshman year. And I think he can have a similar impact. He might not be able to put a similar stats, but I think he will have a very, very big impact, a big role on this offense. And I think he could be a starter because we did lose Ahmad Richards, we lost Luke Cager, and our wide receiver position isn't really solidified. The only guy who we know for a fact is most likely going to be starting is Jeff Thomas. And other than that, it's a whole bunch of question marks. So I think he's going to have a very, very good year. I think he's probably the best overall prospect in this whole recruiting class.
Yeah, I really wouldn't like as of right now go out and name him a starter, but definitely when you look at this class, and I think the guy we're going to talk about is Jeremiah Pate. Besides, he's 6 foot 186. Besides when you watch his highlights, how good of a player he is. He was Miami from the jump, and it's just
Yep.
I don't know, it's talking about a kid that wants to be at Miami, that's ready to be at Miami. He's not going to play any games. He's ready to get in. He signed early, and he's ready to go. So I think that says about a lot about how bad he wants to be at the U. So that's something that I really liked about him, and I agree with you. I think he's going to be the main person that people really talk about out of this class. And I think what happens is because of the early signing day that happened in December, people forget about guys like Jeremiah Payton.
Yeah, and nobody really talks about them. Like, I would go on all the Miami Hurricanes channels. It's like a million of them on YouTube, but at least like 20 of them are being realistic. And nobody has talked about Jeremiah Payton. And I think he should be one of the first prospects mentioned because he is our highest overall prospect this year. He's ranked 61st, I believe. So I think he's going to have a big piece of the offense with Dan Enos. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. But before we wrap this up, who is your favorite guy?
Um, I think, man, it's tough. It's between Machota and Hunt. The reason being is because I think both of those guys could have been four-star players. They both was rated out as 3. But when you look at the film, you can see that they both play obviously different positions. But you look at Machota, he was a winner in high school. He can run, he can throw. Numbers are outstanding. I really think the guy should have been a 4-star, but he's really rated down to a 3. He's going to be one of my favorites. And the Hunt kid, who's a 3-star, I think he can really be a guy who people won't talk about, but he can have a big impact on this class. Interior defensive lineman, athletic. I mean, I've seen a video as big as he is, he's dunking. So I think that says a lot about his athletic ability, and I think those 2 guys are the guys who I'll definitely keep an eye out because I know people won't talk a lot about them.
Okay, so this is NMD Sports TV on. If you guys want to check out his channel, it will be down in the description in the comment section down below. He live streams daily or almost daily. He uploads college football news. He also uploads a little bit of NFL content as well, so you guys can make sure to go check him out. This is definitely not the last time you guys will be hearing from me and him. He's probably going to be on very, very soon, probably next week if we're able to make it happen. So make sure to go subscribe to his channel. And thanks for watching, guys. And thanks for coming on.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you for having me, man. I just want to let you know your channel was one of the first ones that I watched when I even decided to even start getting into YouTube. So I appreciate it, and I definitely appreciate you doing a collab with me, man. It means a lot. Really appreciate it. Thanks, JT.
No problem, man. Take care.